We will now go into I'll call. We have nothing on the consent agenda. We'll go to old business. I'll call the public hearing to order. We have one item on the public hearing under old business. That's the second reading, consideration, action, occupation tax hardship ordinance. The chair recognizes Ms. Counts.
Mr. Mayor, I would make a motion to postpone this until our April 5th council agenda, 2029. Our next council agenda. 25th.
Well, it'll be April 25th.
25th.
I'll second.
Okay, there's a second, and there's a motion. There's a second. Ms. Couch, anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Go right ahead.
This is an ordinance that would allow our small businesses here in the city of Snellville to apply for a hardship exemption on their occupational or business taxes. Here in the city, we have roughly 1,200 businesses. Of those 1,200 businesses, about 10 of them make up the majority of the revenue we collect for occupational taxes. This ordinance, as proposed, would affect a little bit over 1,100 businesses in the city. Those 1,100 businesses would qualify as small businesses, and it would allow them to apply once in a 3-year time period for a hardship exemption. The money that they would save would not be a whole lot of money, but it would be something in these economic times that could help our small businesses. Earlier today, when I originally proposed this a few work sessions ago, I had sent an email to our city manager, forwarded it on to our city attorney, and they drafted an ordinance. It was my intention to have two separate pieces, an ordinance and a policy. In the process, the ordinance was converted to one piece that's before us now, which is the ordinance. In reviewing that, there were some changes that I believe need to be made to the ordinance, and I sent those out to mayor and council today. So they've just received those today and have not had an opportunity to review those. There are some minor changes, but the majority of the changes come in the eligibility section of the ordinance, which would mean that a small business would have to gross less than $2 million a year to qualify for this exemption. The other change came in the procedure section of the ordinance, and it took out the time requirement that a business could make an application. In the original version that was posted online, a business could only make an application between January 1st and March 31st of each tax year. And the reason for that was because that's the time that you make your application for a business license here in the city of Snellville. But it came to my attention that you can always pay your business license. You could be delinquent. And one of the reasons you may be delinquent is because you can't afford to pay it. And so, or you may be a new business just opening up, and you may not open during that time period. So this change would allow you to make the application for the hardship exemption at any time that you make your application for the business license. I know that there have been a lot of comments by council that do not want to support this. So I urge all of our small businesses here in the city of Snellville between now and our next council meeting to please contact the council members and for the council members to look at these changes. I believe it is the right time in Snellville for us to help these small businesses. And I ask that you postpone this so that we can look at it further at our next council meeting.
Ms. Couch, any further discussion from the council? Since it's a public hearing, I will open the floor to comment on the motion to postpone. We'll take public comment from anybody who wishes to comment. Seeing none, I believe it's the will of the council to call a vote. All those in favor of the motion to postpone the ordinance, signify by raising the right hand. That's 5 in favor. Those opposed, the mayor. 5-1, it's postponed. And it's placed on our agenda of the April 25th agenda for consideration. Now we'll go into new business.